John, gut feeling after that? Another point on the total and another home goal?
I don't really know how I feel, to be honest. We had a good spell between 15 and 25 minutes in the first half, where we got them on the back foot, got the crowd up for it, made a couple of chances, keepers made a couple of good saves, and they've got a couple of good blocks. And then, Billy got injured and we went a bit flat after that. And I've got to take my hat off to Sean Derry and Cambridge, because they came with a game plan. They stuck to it really, really well. They worked hard to implement that game plan, and they made it difficult for us to get into our game. And we can't complain about that. Sometimes you have to applaud the opposition for that, because obviously they've done the homework, and we desperately needed to get that first goal, and unfortunately we gifted them a goal. And on other days we might have lost that game, particularly how well Cambridge had set up. But give the lads the due, they've kept plugging away, and they've got what I think has led to it being a fair result in the end. For large parts of the game, I wouldn't say it was fighting, but it was like, how was your father? They were just going up. It was like two bulls going up against each other, really, and no one wanted to give. And I thought the referee started play. It's refreshing. It's a man's game, and he wasn't too keen to blow his whistle, which I thought was good. Too often you can see it stop start. So at least the game flowed. Wasn't a great deal of football played, but they were a constant threat, and I thought for us to get the equaliser. While I'm disappointed that we've passed up the chance to go into third, I've got to be grateful for small mercies, and that's the point.
We'll talk about the goal you conceded, if we can first. Seemed to have at least a slice of fortune about it. Looked like the clearance just bounced off Spencer and flew in.
Sometimes you've got to reward the lads' perseverance, haven't you? But it should have been well dealt with. We've got two players onto one. It's comfortable to deal with, and it should be in row Z. If we had a row Z there, I think we only got a row C. So, Tom knows that, but he plugged away. He's a thankless task playing. He played a similar role to Billy Key today, and Billy wasn't as effective today. And when Billy's not as effective, and we aren't able to get the ball into his feet, which they, not as much down to us not being good, if they were good at stopping it. But then we should have gone wide quicker. We should have utilised the overlap with the fullbacks. We didn't push our fullbacks on anywhere near like we should. We did in the first that 10-minute spell in the first half, when Bradley looked a threat. But after that, we didn't really overcommit their fullbacks, and consequently it was probably a comfortable performance. And I think Sean will probably be a little bit disappointed that they haven't seen the game out to win.
In terms of the goal you scored, you made the double change. Chin took your wide players off. Tariq Fosu came on, and once he got into that penalty area, he was coolness personified.
Well, you can say their goal's got an element of luck. Ours is a very good goal. It's a good pass through the middle. I know they won't be happy with the defending, but it's a good pass through the middle, and it's an excellent finish. And then we thought that might have given us the momentum to go and get the other one, which probably would have flattered us. But we still had the chances too. We had a couple of balls in their box. But I think it's raw. I don't think anyone can complain about the result.
And you've been saying all along that adding players to your squad was going to be necessary for this run-in. I guess if you do this by a point, Tariq Fosu's signing of the season.
Well, there's still a long way to go. It was going to be very, very difficult to win the last 10 games of the season. If someone had offered me 10 points out of the 4 games that we've been on, I'd have probably bit your hand off. So we've got to go and try and go on the road again now. We've got a really tough game next week against Luton. But there's lots to play for everyone concerned, and we've just got to believe that we can get in there.
And goal difference separates 3 teams in those automatic places: 3rd, 4th, 5th. It's almost a 6-game season now, isn't it?
It is, and it's the one who blinks first, isn't it? I'm still happy with the squad of players I've got. I know we can play a lot better than what we did today. We were quite flat today, and I think you've got to give Cambridge some credit for that. But I know we can be better. and we've got to be better if we're going to win games.
You mentioned Billy Key getting that whack in the first half. Is he going to be all right? He obviously lasted the 90.
I think he'll be okay. Yeah, he's just a little bit groggy after the game. Hindsight now, possibly would have been better off substituting him. You know, we've got an ample replacement in Terry, and I think Terry will be disappointed that I haven't used him. And in hindsight now, I think he's probably right to be disappointed.